What up, Buzz? You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things, MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong, history. And we good on that, put Jilla on the track and we good on wax. 3, 2, 1, everybody say Bulls on tap, Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty. Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery, nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners. We got the stats in the news. Go and subscribe, hang out with Buzzy and Goose. Tapping with us, we the truth. Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bulls on Tap. I'm your boy Buzz. I'm joined by my dude Goose, and we are here to recap a Chicago Bulls loss. It was an exciting loss, 116-115 in overtime to the Phoneix Suns that were missing Devin Booker. That's okay though. Before we get into this one, be sure to go on tapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at X, whatever you call it. At Bulls on Tap, at On Tap Sportsnet, at Goose on Tap, at Buzz on Tap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us, 5-star rating and review, because that's cool and tough. If you are on Facebook or Twitter, thank you for getting us over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Our next goal is 2,000, because I'm only taking it 1,000 at a time. So go over there and throw it, subscribe to the channel, because we're always fucking around having a good time. Goose, your shirt's awesome. You should go to homage.com, use promo code on tap, figured out what it was, found an email. So that's what it is. Go to homage.com and get a really cool Chicago Bulls shirt. Stand up. Let me see that. Let me see your body.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Right.
Look at that.
It's good shit. All right, man. Listen, I put a tweet out in the beginning of this episode saying that I had a feeling, overwhelming feeling, that this was going to be the change that the Chicago Bulls needed. I thought it was going to be a beatdown from, because the game started like hell.
Well, the way this game started, I thought I was going to be turning it off by the second quarter.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling very optimistic about the game going into it. Bulls start getting their ass kicked to start it off. They lose the first quarter 36-28, but that doesn't tell the whole story. They were down 18 points. They fought their way back in.
Alex Caruso fought his way back in.
Well, right. Alex Caruso was the spark, and that's why this episode it was going to be Welcome to the Carushow when I thought we were going to win it. But the Carushow gets spoiled by the Suns. I mean, that's just kind of what happened. Talk about Caruso, dude. We've talked ad nauseum about how this team needs a facelift and yada, yada, yada. Just talk about what Caruso did in his 31 minutes tonight for this team.
I mean, he brought that all-NBA defensive mentality that he always brings every single play, every second that he's on the floor. But tonight he was letting that thing fly from deep without hesitation. And because he was feeling it, he kept shooting. Unfortunately, Grayson Allen also had a career high in three-pointers against the Bulls, which he seems to be a guy that just loves to kill us. Alex did what he always does, but instead of being a little complacent on the offensive end, despite the big three having 20-plus, Zach got most of his in the third quarter. And without Caruso's early efforts in those back-to-back threes and the multiple threes that he hit throughout the game, we're really looking at a completely different game.
Oh, 100%. And can I just talk about how big a bullshit it is that Grayson Allen's a Bulls killer? Can we? Why? We go through enough already.
Yeah, no, that's just
that Jag is a fucking Bulls killer now.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Bradley Beal played basketball tonight, but I knew that Grayson Allen played basketball tonight.
Oh, I know. First Bradley Beal game. I mean, he's out of he's a vet. He doesn't need to do anything. Now he's on a super team. We've seen this story before. They're a first round, second round exit. I'm not a big believer in Phoenix.
You're not a big believer in Phoenix. Okay.
No, I don't. I think Denver beats the shit out of them if they get anywhere near them. I think Golden State beats them for sure.
No, I think after another 70 plus games here that the Suns are, as long as they're somewhat healthy, are going to be one of the scariest teams, if not the scariest team, just because.
Yeah, you know what? I don't care.
You don't care?
You know why? Because they have Grayson Allen, and fuck that guy.
It's always going to be fuck Grayson Allen, but at the same time, for a team last year that didn't have 3 stars and just kind of looked, I guess they did still have 3 stars. They had Chris Paul, Booker, and Durant, but obviously Chris Paul and his playoff woes and hamstring issues, it literally just came down to KD, Booker, and a whole bunch of bench guys like Campaign. So I do think Grayson Allen's an upgrade there. Obviously, they've got Eric Gordon now as well, who stumped Zach quite a few times tonight on the defensive end, which kind of was grinding my gears a little bit. It's like, man, this guy's older than shit. It's more of an offensive player, and Zach, you're losing the ball over and over again.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute.
Dribbled way too much, way too many times.
Though, was that 3 straight turnovers? The Zach going to the hole with the layup, he loses it, right? It goes out of bounds. Then DeMar comes down. He goes through literally everybody. He's trying to be a linebacker. Tries to go through everybody. Goes to dish it to Vooch in the paint. Turns it over. Zach comes down the next time. Turns it over. Dude, this is crunch time shit here. Like that. We're sitting here talking. We have a max player on our team in Zach LaVine. We have DeMar DeRozan who's seeking that. And listen, he had a pretty good, he had a couple shots there that were really nice. But still, 6 for 20 for him. He didn't have a great game. But we're talking about Caruso tonight. Caruso can play this way every day, every game. And that's
blow the team up and build around Caruso and Alec Jacoby White.
I felt like Kobe, he shot the ball a lot. But he played good defense tonight.
To start this game, Kobe looked like the only one on the floor that actually was there to play before Caruso came into the game. I think our buddy Kevin Anderson at NBCS shared a fun tweet that the Bulls starters to start this game were a negative 48 combined, and the bench was a positive 48 combined. So very much the Bulls bench that brought them back into this game and kept them into the game until their big 3 somewhat woke up in that second half. I did feel kind of good in the fact that we might steal a game here, and then Bulls.
Well, yeah, now the Bulls are 3-6 now, or 3 games under 500 already. It's always a hole to dig yourself out of. It's still early; we're not 10 games into the season yet.
Can I ask a dumb question? I know we're supposed to be informative at some points of our show, but what happened to the in-season tournament? Is it just like a game every 3 weeks?
Isn't the tournament's next Friday, isn't it?
So is it just like a Friday thing?
Well, I don't know, dude. I didn't pay too much attention. I think that shit's stupid. I'm just being honest, everybody.
But I'm just trying to understand what's going on, because my idea of a tournament is like you start and then you play until you finish the tournament, not like you play.
No, we've got games with, so it's the other half of the league on Friday. So it's in-season tournament. It's going to be the Sixers and the Pistons, the Nets and the Celtics, the Spurs and the Wolves, the Hornets and the Wizards, the Pelicans and the Rockets, and the Jazz and the Grizzlies. And then the Clippers and the Mavs. That'll be fun on Friday night, dude. Thunder. Oh, wow. The Thunder and the Kings. That'll be decent.
Yeah, but what is the rhyme or the reason?
I really don't give a fuck. Well, they're going to get $500,000 a piece if they win, so maybe they'll play.
But is it every other Friday?
When is every other Friday right now until December something until it's over?
When is our court going to be red again?
Friday. Next Friday. Okay. Not this Friday. Next Friday. I thought it was every other week for us, but that's some fucking dope ass shit there. There's some good ass games on Friday, dude.
I'm so confused by this tournament. It doesn't feel like a tournament to me.
I don't know. It feels fucking stupid. It feels like for whatever reason, a stupid money grab with them, jerseys and the. I don't care. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it, man. That's my whole thing. I hate change.
They already added the play-in for you, which is what the Bulls are striving for.
I hate that shit too. Still, man. I mean, god damn, dude, you have 30 teams, 16 of them make the playoffs. We need a play-in.
You need 20 to make it. 2/3 of the league's got to make it.
That's fucking crazy. Brian Lyons says like soccer. I wish I was more educated on soccer. I'm not. You know what, dude? The game is fun though. The video game. Have you ever messed with that?
FIFA?
Yeah.
I messed with it a little bit, but like you, I can't say that I'm very adept at soccer.
Yeah, I just tried.
I'll pay attention a little bit when the World Cup is on, just because the rules do feel very similar to like hockey, to where I feel like I at least know what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit too much running and not scoring for me.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, how do you play?
I mean,
90
that's
minutes
that's why I'm on a
done?
basketball podcast. To be honest with you, it's because
Right.
what keeps my attention the most.
Right.
It's usually score over 100 points in this day and age. 130 isn't out of the question, and
You know
don't
what?
really stop very often.
I was just talking to my dad about that tonight. We've been doing Wednesday night dinners over at my dad's, and I was talking to him tonight about like how it was such a treat back when I was like a young kid. Like when they got over 100, dude, it was like, damn, like I got a free Big Mac if I was at the game, but you know what I mean? Like over 100. Now that's every fucking every other game, every game.
Now you've got to win, be over 100 points, get a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
I did see they're giving away Portillo's hot dogs though. Those are expensive. That's a pretty good deal.
That is a pretty decent deal. I'm not mad at that deal. All right, let's get into a little bit more. I'm going to do some stat lines here. 41 minutes for Zach, 7 for 13 from the field, 3 for 6 from downtown, 5 for 7 from the free throw line. He finishes off at 22 points, 8 boards, 8 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 3 turnovers. That 22, 8, and 8 looks very good for Zach considering how he started the game. Obviously, if you watch the game, that stat line is a little like, wow, it sounds like
he had 15 or 17 points in the third quarter.
Yeah, he went off. Kobe White had 11, 6 and 6 on 5 of 14 shooting.
You're going to get to my favorite line of the night.
Nikola Vucevic?
No. Your best friend. He wears 2 of the same number on his jersey.
Oh, he's on the bench, but I have a very good stat that'll make a lot of people very happy when I get to him. So I'm glad you're excited.
Okay.
11 for 18 for Vooch in 41 minutes, 2 for 5 from downtown. He had 26, 6, and 3. Had a steal and a block added. He also turned the ball over 3 times. Already read DeMar's. He had 22 and 7 off of and 7 assists off 6-20 shooting. Everybody in the starting lineup went minus in the plus minus. Everybody on the bench outside of Io DeSumo went positive. Your bench box score looks like this: 10 minutes for DeSumo. He had 2 points. Obviously, the Carushow 31.
It's the weirdest 10 minutes a night that Billy steals from him. I mean,
I don't really understand
my contract.
Don't understand.
But like bringing the dude in the second half of the game, late in the third quarter, early in the fourth, and just be like, "Go give me 10 minutes." Like,
yeah, bro.
I just sat here for 45 minutes, and you didn't want me to play. Now I'm gonna play.
Yeah,
it's a very weird rotation. I don't get it.
Andre Drummond came in, only had 12 minutes tonight, only had 2 points, 3 boards. Javon Carter came in, hit a big, actually a couple big threes. He went 2 for 4. I was right. So he had 8 points tonight, 13 minutes for him, 3 for 8 from the field. Patrick Williams. Okay, he was a plus 18, second best on the team. That's all I need to say because that's the only fucking thing he did. So there we go. He had a good plus minus.
1 for 7.
1 for 7. 1 for 2. He had 3 points, 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal. 21 minutes for Patrick Williams.
How many turnovers? Was it just the one ugly one where he tried to play point guard?
Yes, he had 1 turnover.
Okay.
So, Torrey Craig, worse.
Goose
0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from downtown. He had 2 points, 1 board, 1 steal. He didn't turn the ball over, though, but he was a team worst, minus 24.
Yeah, I think part of that's going to be because he was tasked with guarding Kevin Durant a lot of the
night.
Easy.
It ain't easy.
And it ain't easy. But no, it is very interesting.
Caruso gave him hell, though.
Very interesting to see the correlation between the power forward starter, regardless of who it is, just simply not really having
producing
offensive
anything.
Success.
Right.
I mean, and when you've got 3 guys that are pretty much offense only in your starting lineup that you're paying $20+ million to a year, it makes sense. But when they're going negative 48, what more do you need to see? Like, there is not a group stat with those 3 that makes it look like a good pairing. They were the healthiest trio in the league last year, and we couldn't even break 500.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely brutal, man.
And we're still like the worst offense in the league to ever exist. I don't think we're officially last in anything, but we are like so close to last in everything that we're probably worse than everybody else.
Oh, I mean, we could. It's just a quick look there.
That's just a quick look away.
Yeah, I got everything pulled up right now. I mean, we're down towards the bottom of the barrel in points per game. The only teams worse than us in points per game is Miami, Toronto, Cleveland, the Knicks, and Portland. So the Bulls are at 108.1.
Even that's shocking to me. I would have expected
A little
even
less.
fewer. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have.
108 sounds a little high, but I guess we've had 2 overtime games, so that's a little misleading.
Right. They are down towards the bottom of the league in rebounds per game.
Oh, no, I saw they were minus 19 or minus 18, minus 12.
They lost another rebound battle tonight.
Have we won one yet?
Yeah, they won one. I want to be sure I just said that right because I thought I looked at that right, but I'm checking because I have the information in front of my face.
Was it the Indy game? Or was it the Detroit game where we
they
won
had
the rebound battle but lost the game?
Wow, dude. That is fucking brutal. 53-39. I got some ad playing somewhere. I have no idea where it's playing. I hear it right now in my brain. Because I pulled up the ESPN thing. There's an ad playing, and I'm like, what the
playing in your ears?
Yeah, it's playing in my ears. It's bullshit. But yeah, so we're bottom of the barrel in rebounding. Let's look at assists. Where are we at in assists per game? Oh my God.
Are we 29th?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and that's weird that that's the case because it's almost like you can visually see that this team needs to pass the ball more and dribble less.
Bottom of the barrel in 3-point attempted, and it's got to be fucking bottom of the barrel in 3-pointers made. I mean, dude, what's team field goal percentage look like? 22nd in the league.
So even though we take less threes than everybody else, and the idea is that we should be more efficient, we're not at all.
Who the fuck? Did you see DeMar shooting threes out there? Like how he labors to get I feel like when I watch him, it's like the ball adds 10 pounds when he steps behind that line. You know what I mean?
I don't get it because
I don't get it.
He takes a half step inside the line and he's money from everywhere.
That's fucking wild. It's got to be a mental hurdle or something. But yeah, they're bottom barrel in the league in about everything. So
no, it's very obvious when he gets to step into the three, it looks all right. But if he's standing still, there is no such thing as a catch and shoot three for DeMar.
Yeah,
he's a rhythm shooter, and without any rhythm, he's don't shoot the ball.
Yeah, I just great effort from the Bulls tonight. They tried against a team that's on the up and up that was missing one of their best players, but they gave it a shot. They were down 18, and I think that needs to be commended. So good for them making that happen. I don't have much left on this game.
I'm going to commend Alex Caruso for willing this team back into the game when nobody else really seemed to want to care.
He should have had a nice return.
Yeah. Caruso might be the only. And the funniest part about this is I'm listening to the broadcaster like, Frank Vogel is gushing about Alex Caruso after the time they spent together in Los Angeles. And Caruso's out there just jacking threes and nailing all. I'm like, oh, here we go. We've got the same thing. Last year we had Steve Kerr gushing about Caruso, and we were like, all right, would you send it our way? And it never happened. So maybe this year it'll actually happen, but I don't think the Suns have anything that I want.
I was about to say, what would you want to take? What would you want to take from there?
Nothing. Grayson Allen.
I would. He's like one of those players that you have in your team that you hate.
See, but at that point, you'd just be better off keeping Caruso.
Right. Yeah, because, he's way cheaper. But, tell you what, Grayson, hitting 8 3-pointers in a game is fucking tough, dude. All right? Seriously, the guy just dropped 26 and 9 like it was no fucking problem.
He made it look like they didn't need Bradley Beal, which was kind of funny to me.
Right. He fucking went out there and defended and hit the 3.
Yeah, like you pointed out, Bradley Beal's first game back, new system, new team, doesn't really have to do much.
And Bradley Beal's a fucking baller, man. He's a great player. Great play. And he's a guy up your alley, too, because he plays both ends of the court usually when he's fucking going. Hey, that last 2 seasons in Washington, he made an effort on defense.
Well, that's great. Zach makes an effort on defense, too. It doesn't make him good at it.
Next game will be against the Detroit Pistons. And that's on Sunday at 6 o'clock. Detroit is 2-7. They're struggling mightily. Little fun tidbit about Detroit right now. I don't know if you've seen this, but they have benched Jaden Ivey. So he is not in the starting lineup currently.
So you mean our Zach LaVine to Detroit for a haul of their young assets is not
I'm saying, dog, I hope it ain't dead, is what I'm saying. Because Jaden Ivey's a fucking baller. I watched him at Purdue. That kid could play a bit. but he's coming off the bench for them right now. He wasn't even with the team. I don't know what the deal is, but he was not with the team last night when they lost to Milwaukee by 2. But situation to watch, because I've seen those inter division trades in the past. Remember, like the Larry Hughes and getting traded from Cleveland over to the Bulls and all that shit. Well, where did Danny Granger get traded to when he got traded?
Granger was such a weird thing because he was better than Paul George, and then he had that injury, and he just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I don't think he got traded to an interdivision rival, though. I don't remember.
Think he did either.
But anyway, yeah, situation to monitor Jaden Ivey. But they're running Killian Hayes in the starting lineup right now, Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart, Asir Thompson, who is making a case. He's on the rookie ladder in the top 5 right now. Way too early rookie of the year ladder, but he's in the top 5. I believe he was ranked 3. Asir Thompson.
No, they destroyed us on the boards the first game.
Yeah.
And obviously that's been our biggest, one of the biggest, if not the biggest weaknesses for us all year. So,
right. Oh, you know who else isn't getting any minutes with them, Goose?
Who?
James Wiseman, out of the rotation completely in Detroit.
We talked about that a little bit previously too. And that's, I don't know, you start throwing young names like that together and you get that salary together and you can have Zach LaVine.
I wouldn't be opposed. Would not be opposed. Well, yeah. So, I mean, fucking Sunday, dude. We'll see you guys on Sunday, I guess. You got any closing thoughts on this game against Detroit? Any closing thoughts in general on the game we witnessed tonight?
I mean, we'll close it with, I'm glad the team didn't quit. They did put up a fight. Obviously, you are going against a contender to come out the way that they did and start this game down so much and to fight back and push it to overtime and legitimately have quite a few good chances to steal this game against the Suns. At positive. But the positive for me was still the fact that they lost by 1 point because that pushes the needle more the other direction. And that's kind of the direction we need this thing to go.
Close but no cigar type of.
Close but no cigar every night.
I like that too.
I want it.
I want the draft pick so bad. You have no idea, dude. I told you I've been fucking going. I literally went into that franchise I was telling you I was building in 2K. I deleted it and I fucking built another one.
Okay.
Don't know what my problem is, but I'm like addicted now. That's all I've been doing.
You're addicted? You just got to build the Bulls?
I get my 1 hour or 2 hours of video gaming in. All right. After I get the kids to bed. And if I have it on tap, if me and you were hanging out doing our thing, it's like an hour I get. So I don't even get.
I cut into video game time.
You know what, dude? You're so important to me that's okay. All right.
Okay.
That's okay with me, bro. But I'm telling you now, I'm gonna build another team. I'm gonna send you a shot of it. Okay. Because I didn't get to play last night.
I just saw that my guy Kevin Knox finally got re-signed by Detroit.
Yeah, after he appeared in like 40-something games for them last year, and they just brought him back, which is cool.
Him and Cam Reddish, man. I had such high hopes for dudes, and they just not.
Well, I mean, listen, Cam Reddish has bounced around like a motherfucker, okay? And Cam Reddish showed more in Atlanta than he showed anywhere else that he's went. I don't know what the deal is with him. I don't think he's a complete lost cause, but I will say right now, I mean, he looks about as good as Pat, and Pat was starting a little bit ago, so.
Yeah, but Pat got the start because, yeah, I mean.
I'm just saying. There's a place in the league for Cam Reddish if there's a place in the league for Pat Williams, so I don't feel bad about it.
Okay. All right. I'll take that consolation prize.
There you go.
Pat's still asking for $20 million.
Man, I wish I got paid $20 million. That'd be dumb. I'm getting off track. We'll be back on Sunday after the Bulls take on the fucking Detroit Pistons. And they better win. Go to OnTapSportsNet.com. Subscribe to the YouTube. Thank you if you already did that. It's awesome. See you Sunday. Let's go, Bulls.